What is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to this episode on the top 5 camera apps for early 2016. So hopping right in, the first one I want to talk about is Retrica. Now I'll leave all links to download these down below in the description. So Retrica is basically an app that allows for simplicity of the camera, has many features, has front-facing camera toggles, and it gives you a simple and easy to use UI. You can make collage type pictures right here, as well as some blur effects, timer, and also lots of filters. Very simple to use UI. So Retrica is the first camera app on my list. Alright guys, the second camera on my list is going to be Open Camera. Now the reason I picked Open Camera is because it has many features that are built into the camera. Now we don't have time to go over all of them, but you can go ahead and download this camera for yourself. But basically it has a front-facing camera option. It has easy to switch from video. It has easy to change brightness controls. Right here it has all kinds of options for ISO, macro focusing, infinity focusing, focus lock, and all kinds of other options to change your camera. Going over here into settings, you're going to see we have a plethora of settings right here, so you can go ahead and play around with that. Focusing times are pretty quick. Let's take a picture of this iPhone 4S, and as you can see, the shot took off. So that's basically Open Camera. It also shows you your gigabyte space and the time of the photo. So it's a very customizable experience, so essentially customizing your camera experience to make your shots more professional. So if you're into tweaking photos, this is going to be a great app for you, and that's Open Camera. Alright guys, the third camera on this list is the Android camera, which is camera for Android, basically is what it's called. So you tap this icon, and basically all this is bringing back the old school, simple to use Android camera with the circle focus like that, as well as you can drag this up for more features right here. Now it's a little bit tweaking right now, but you can this old school KitKat camera app, and the reason I like this is because it just takes me back a little bit and allows us to use a very simple to use camera app. Now if you didn't like this camera app, you're not going to like this camera app either, because it's very simple to use and it's very just like the older one. So if you like what Google did in their new camera app, this is not going to be for you. But for all of you out there who missed that old camera, this is why I put camera for Android in here, and that's my third one on the list. Alright guys, the fourth one on the list is going to be Camera MX. And like I said, I'll leave all the links down below in the description. But the reason I wanted to include this one really was for this live photos feature. So basically you don't need an iPhone 6s to use live photos. Just go ahead on your Android device, go download this Camera MX, and you got live photos. You tap this right here and it says moving with live shots. So basically it's always recording in the background. And so let's say I hit the camera app right here. Let me put this coconut right here, this coconut water. Shout out to all of y'all who love coconut water. Let's hit that right there. As you can see, it's probably going to show basically when I was, pre-recording before, just like the live shot on the iPhone 6s. Now it does take a little bit of time to load, but that's understandable. Going over here, you can press and hold, and you can see it's recording all those actions prior to the photo itself. So it is the photo, but it's pre-recording. So there's live shot right there from Camera MX, and that's why I included a Camera MX in here. Also, it's a very simple to use UI, and it has some photo enhancing features right here as well, a bunch of effects. So you can really get creative with this application, and it's super easy to use, and I think it's one of the best on this list, Camera MX. Alright guys, the final camera on my list, and we all know it if we have a stock Android device, is Google Camera. And the reason I include this is because most Androids, if they're not stock Android, don't come with the Google Camera app. Usually only Nexus devices come with this. So the 6P and Moto devices don't even come with this camera app. So you have to go into Google Store and download the Google Camera. The reason I like it is because of its pure simplicity, this huge camera icon. Scrolling over to the right, you got lens blur, you got video, and you got settings right here that are very simple and easy to use. It's basically the older camera Android app revamped. Gives you gridline HDR, and it's so simple to use. I just really recommend Google Camera if you guys are using an Android device. It's probably one of the top on this list, but in my personal opinion, the best cameras on this whole list in order would be Camera MX, Google Camera, probably Camera for Android, Open Camera, and then Retrica. Also, probably your stock Android device camera is probably better than all of these if it comes with one. Usually the stock camera for your device is the best app overall. But you know what? Sometimes we want to play around and get better cameras on our device. But let me go ahead and end this video right now. What are your guys' predictions on the best camera? Not predictions. What are your guys' favorite cameras for Android? Go ahead and drop those links down below in the description or in the comment section. Or just comment and talk about them so we can all help each other out in finding the best cameras for Android. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe for more technology videos, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be well. Peace, guys.